Several Russian ships have disappeared while transiting the strait between Sakhalin Island and Hokkaido, the northernmost island of Japan. It is believed that the Japanese have manufactured a stealth missile and have been sinking Russian shipping in the strait. If true, this would be just one in a long list of incidents stemming from the continuing Russian occupation of Sakhalin Island, the source of a nearly 200-year dispute. The missile battery is believed to be located on the tip of Soya Point. You are to insert your commando team. They will then move to the missile site, locate documents detailing the stealth technology, and destroy the missile battery. Do not delay in deploying your commandos. A Russian LST will be within range of the SSM site in approximately 50 minutes. Be warned, however, that Soya Point is routinely patrolled by units of the Japanese Maritime Self-Defense Force. While the commandos are en route to the SSM site, proceed to Wakanai Harbor and sink the cargo ship which has brought additional stealth missiles to resupply the site. The cargo will be offloaded in the morning, so the ship must be destroyed tonight. You are ordered not to attack other merchant ships in the harbor. After you have sunk the cargo ship, return to the vicinity of Soya Point in order to recover the commandos. Rendezvous with a fishing vessel to transfer the acquired secret documents. The rendezvous must occur by 22:30. Hey everyone, FPS Chasley here, and welcome to Dangerous Waters with Reinforce Alert 1.40. Well, back at it again. This is actually going to consume all of my Dangerous Waters subcommand activities for the foreseeable future. I will definitely be doing Lawami as well, and some other stuff involving stock on a comparison basis, but this is it. We are now in mod territory. Oh, get out of here. Oh, that's a ping. Sorry. Not used to having, auto crew ping. I was like, I don't remember having these auto crews turned on. Alright, so as you saw in the brief, our mission, we need to get in, deploy special forces, sink a ship in this harbor, and then go and pick up the special forces again. So this is an interesting one. Here's our ship coming in here. I'm going to hide allies. But we have our friendly LST coming in from the north there. Did the briefing say where it was coming from? Nope, it didn't. But we have approximately 50 minutes, so until around 1900, we have to get these commandos deployed soon. I don't think we necessarily have a time that we must deploy the commandos by. Let's see here. But we have to pick up. We have to rendezvous with this fishing vessel by 22:30. So that's like our only real time limit on this mission. Does the mission status have anything? Oh my God! Look at all this stuff. Wrong cargo ship. Wrong cargo ship. Fishing boat gone. Illegal SSM site kill. I guess that would mean killing it with missiles or something. Kill SSM, get documents, fish boat rendezvous, kill cargo ship. Very well. Well, we got ourselves a full docket here. This is Sakhalin Strait. This is a single mission from Subcommand that I am playing in Dangerous Waters. A lot of the Subcommand missions are really very nice. I haven't even done all the Dangerous Waters ones, so there's some potential things to do as well from the frickin' whatchamacallit doodad there. There's potential single missions to do from Dangerous Waters as well, but Subcommand has always had more of a Cold War feel than Dangerous Waters. So doing some of that could be nice. Let's get some Toad out here. I'm not sure how useful it will be. Let's get the floating wires streamed as well. Yeah, you're going to want to stay away from periscope depth. Yeah, there's what seems to be a bug that me and my friends have discovered. You're going to want to stay away from periscope depth. It has to deal with the mast detection radar. Even if you don't have any masts out, it seems like you always get counter detected. So got to avoid periscope depth for the time being. Oh, and if you guys haven't had a chance to yet, make sure you check out Fry John. He is also a Dangerous Waters uploader. He's doing the Red Storm Rising campaign, but he hasn't uploaded in a while, so I'm trying to get him back into gear. So check that out in the top right there, and be sure to check him out. Pretty good stuff. Alright, back to the task at hand. So the wire is definitely up there. We'll probably just leave that out. Leave that out for constant comms here. I'm not sure how much of a resistance we're expecting. Probably not terribly too much. Okay, we don't want to go hog wild on the Toad here. I feel like this is gonna... Yeah, it's about... How much is that about right now? 450 feet? Yeah, it's probably about right. I'm not sure how much we can get out before it's gonna start dragging. I'm not... Let's see if we can't get it up to around 200 meters, which is, you know, that's when the sensitivity really starts kicking in, and see if we can't see anything without having it drag. I'm gonna try my best to stay away from periscope depth. We have to look at the procedure for launching commandos again. I don't remember what depth that's from, but that's a ways off still. It's not gonna happen in this episode. So what kind of depths are we dealing here? It gets a little bit deeper than 50 meters there. But yeah, it's gonna be all around 50 meters for this whole map here. With this whole mission, excuse me. So we got nothing on there. Do I have link data turned on? Let's see. Nope, don't want to see that there. I want to see that here. I do have link turned on, but we're not getting anything. Okay, there's a significant chunk of the wire on the surface, so I should be getting link from that LST, namely. But not seeing anything right now. Oh shit, I don't want to let it out that much. Yeah, we're dragging. I want to get to about 200 meters. I didn't want to let it out that much, but it's fine. 4 knots should be good. We're not really going up against SSNs in this mission. There could be SSNs. Well, if they are, they're going to be neutral. They're not going to be looking for us per se, because Japan does not have SSNs. They only have SSKs. But there will be patrol boats or something like that. Might as well charge the air. Why not? Don't think I'll be needing it, but never know. You never know. Never say never, or something like that. Alright, so the one thing I love about RA is the sonar interface. The screen is amazing. My colorblind ass had so much trouble with the subcommand screens and the stock screens. The contrast is so crap, but here it's gloriously glorious. You can instantly see if you got a contact or whatever. So that definitely helps. I love having this, but sonar is clear right now. We are pretty clear. There's nothing. We're not hearing anything right now. Toad baffles are very tiny, which makes sense because it's really far out there. The size of the ship from that far out there is not as big as when you're in the cylindrical hull and looking back, if that makes... So the Toad is like all the way back here. It's like looking up. And it's like, okay, well, yeah, there's the actual Toad right there. This takes up a much larger, a much smaller chunk than if you're in the cylindrical here looking back. It takes up a much bigger chunk of your view. So the smaller Toad baffles does make a lot of sense. And the cylindrical baffles may be larger. They may be, but they're definitely larger in the Luami. But I'm not sure about in here. I think I decided at some point that I was just going to say Lami. Stop trying to do that W, because that W is hard to do. Let's let out some more of this wire. I just want to... No. Let out. Just want to make sure I'm actually getting everything I am, because I should be seeing that guy on link, probably. But I'm not. Okay. Well. Oh, yes. And we get bearing updates every minute instead of every 2 minutes, so we have twice as many LOBs as we would normally have. We're getting pinged from someone as well. What's the frequency on these pings? 5,000. I have myself a frequency sheet over here. I'm gonna try and make it so this frequency sheet is organized analogous to the Lami frequency sheet, because that just makes it so much easier to look for stuff. Yes, expand the selection, please. What has a search frequency of 5,000? Not much. It's a decently small window here. We're talking about 20 platforms. Of course, there's some Japanese stuff here as well. Wow, that seemed rather loud. Was that the same contact? Yes, it was. Okay, Sierra 1. Not seeing them on any sensors. Toad is not dragging very well. Alright, let's see. So 5,000, and from Japan. We have the Hatsuyuki, the Hatakaze, and I'm going to very much mispronounce these. Those are both destroyers. DDGHM is the official abbreviation. Not sure what the GHM means. We also have the Abukuma and the Asagiri. And that's about it. So it's going to be one of these guys. TPKs look like they're all 8 across the board. So if I was getting Demon, so we know what the TPK is going to be. So 5,000, yeah, so we got ourselves Japanese. Sorry if that audio keeps cutting out, because I'm clicking my frequency sheet over here. Alright, that's fine. I guess we're not getting link. Oh no, here we go. Finally. Just didn't have enough out. Very well. Okay. Okay, what is our time? How close do we have to be to this? Okay, so 2 hours is obviously not good juju. That's not gonna work. Hang on a second. Let me look up the Special Forces deploying procedure here. Okay, so it looks like the old Special Forces have to be released at a depth of periscope depth or less, and 3 knots or less. Now, I imagine I want to get them in closer than 10 nautical miles to land here. Our time is quickly coming up when these guys have to get out here. Oh god, let's see here. Missile batteries believed to be located here. Insert your commando team. Then move to the missile site. Do not delay in deploying your commandos or Russian LST will be within range of the SSM site in approximately 50 minutes. Almost thinking I should, like, maybe try and get going a little faster and see how quickly I can get there within 20 minutes, and then let them out at 1830. So let's get up to 7 knots here. I'm not sure where Sierra 1 is. Let's go ahead. And yeah, let's assume this speed of 10 knots here. Let's hold that. And let's see what kind of solution we get here. Assuming constant course. Of course. Well, we're just not in a position. It's kind of, it seems to be very distant. It's either very distant or it's just moving parallel to us. Not sure which right now. Okay, even at 7 knots, it's going to take us a while to get anywhere close to this thing. Okay, very well. Yeah, the floating wire is kind of going crazy back there, but that's fine. That's me. That is me turning. All sensors are still good. The washout speed may be higher in this than I'm used to, and for some reason my fraps thing is all the way down there. Driving me crazy. There you go. Back where it's supposed to be. Okay. We're making turns for 7. The conformal's starting to wash out. The toad seems fine. Captain, we will not be silent. Make turns for 26 knots and engage the propellers. Okay. 144. Not good enough. In 20 minutes, we'll be about 3 nautical miles closer in. You know, since our sensors are so clear, I'm going to go ahead and juice it up to 2/3 here.
2/3. Steering guy.
Going to make turns for 10 knots. I don't want to go too much faster than that because... let's bring this in. I feel like the Akula has a rather low cavitation speed. The Toad is still very much fine. Washout speed is a lot higher than in Subcommand. That's good. So we're making turns for 10 knots here. And in about 20 minutes, we'll be about 4 nautical miles there. I imagine that little dinghy is a lot faster, but yeah. Maybe we should just deploy him right now? I don't know. Seems kind of far out, but it is evening. Not sure we're expecting a maritime craft. It might be worth trying to get to periscope depth to find that out. If we are expecting maritime craft of some sort to be going after us here. Did kind of spend 10 minutes faffing about, but that's fine. It's not a big deal. The only way we're getting in there, you know, in a decent amount of time is by hauling ass. At this rate, we'd have to be going flank speed to get there in 20 minutes. Doing that as soon as the mission started wouldn't have decreased that speed required by all that much. But I don't know if there's really many. Let's see what standard does. Yeah, that's cavitating. Stop that.
Steering guy.
Just as I predicted, very low cavitation. I'm not sure what.
We have stopped.
I'm not sure what that cavitation speed is for the LA. There will be an experiment video on that too eventually. So wait with abated breath. Is that a bad thing? I don't know. Bated breath. Okay. Yeah, we'll stick to 10 knots, and then we'll get them out within 50 minutes. I'm assuming that means 50 minutes of mission's commencement. I'm very glad to have timestamps back. That is a very good thing to have. Routinely patrolled by units of the Japanese Maritime. Do not delay in deploying your commandos. How fast do the commandos go? They gotta be in the reference, don't they? The little speedboat thing. I guess it's gonna be under, not weapons, it's gonna be under civilian. Not submarine, surface. Sailboat, powerboat. Armed civilian ship. Goodness. What is it? I don't remember what it's called. Sailboat, powerboat. No, I don't think it's a powerboat. No, it's not that. Pretty sure it's like a quote-unquote civilian ship. The Special Forces craft there. Armed civilian one with 2 L's. Interesting. They got boats with armed civilians. Sea dagger. No, it's not a sea dagger. That's an underwater thing. A sunk sub. Interesting. Now I'm just stuck looking at funny stuff. Okay, whatever. I would expect it to be under quote-unquote civilian. Unmanned naval vessels, yeah. Surface ships. Would it be there? I don't know. I mean, it's technically a warship. Airborne landing forces. No, that's not what I want. Okay. I'm just trying to think if I should just have those Special Forces guys, get going right now. I can't really get in any closer without making a whole hell of a lot of noise, so... Okay, this is coming in. Let's go to periscope depth real quick.
Depth 020 meters. Depth control.
See what we're dealing. I'm gonna go ahead 1/3.
Engines ahead 1/3. Steering guy.
I feel like 10 knots might cavitate at periscope depth here. Let's just speed this up a little bit. What is that? What depth are we making for now? 020 meters. Let's raise up this. Let's check out the ESM first. Quick little ESM sweep. See what we got going down on the pound. But yeah, I think I might let these Special Forces go right now. We have a little over 4 hours to finish everything. And at this speed, getting into that harbor is a little more reasonable at this, but I still might have to do that kind of rushed. Abu Kuma.
I have a new contact.
Very well. SSM land radar.
I have a new contact. Bearing 208.
I think this is all we're seeing are these two things. It doesn't... Oh, there was something else right around there, but I couldn't distinguish it lower very well.
The electronics mast. Senior watch eye.
Bearing. Let's see if we can't get a little beat on that Abu Kuma real quick. I could go ahead and classify that. Classify Abu Kuma, confidence high, hostile. Let's see if we can't see that dude. What bearing are we expecting? Oh, I can see my bearing on the solution screen finally. Zoom. Zoom. Nope, no contact. Very well. Let's slow down to 3 knots. Let's get these Special Forces out the door.
3 knots. Propulsion
Let's go ahead and drop that. Oh, I can drop from the screen. Yeah. Ooh, look at that. Okay. Little truck. Little trucky truck. Spec Ops deploys special... Oh, we're going to hear from the XO. I haven't heard from the XO in a while. Okay, the speed is much better in dangerous waters than Sub-Command, about taking a while to slow down. Well, now we're down to 3 knots. Alright. Deploy. Hello, XO. Nice to see you there. What do we got? Anything? Still nothing showing up on any sensors? Very well. I didn't see the Abu Kuma on the scope, so it's at least 10 nautical miles away. Probably even further than this. What's that solution doing? Let's see. Okay, it's kind of fanning. Seems right around here does seem to be good. Right around what I was saying does seem to be about right. Alright, these Spec Ops guys are about ready to get going, and we're about ready to get the hell out of here. Thankfully, there don't seem to be any planes, but they could be silent. any helos or planes. Ooh, the stars are coming out. Oh, this is going to be a nighttime conclusion. That'll be fun. Alrighty, I guess we might as well speed up time while waiting for these spec ops to deploy. There's no point in just waiting. Man, we're really exposed here at periscope depth. Really exposed. I guess I feel like in Subcommand it was like as soon as you deployed them, they were away. Basically, it's probably going to take a little bit longer with like realistic launch times and all that jazz in this game to get them out there. But it is taking a while. I think they'll be much better at getting in quicker than I will. Something someone's really looking for. They're just kind of like a speedboat. Alright, are these guys going? They getting out there? Am I wasting my time here?
Control number 2.
There you go.
The Special Operating Forces have departed the ship.
Yeah, they're moving in at 20 knots, so they're all good. They're gravy. Very well. Alright, get back down to, what was our starting depth? Like 27 meters? Get back down there.
Go to depth 027 meters. Depth control.
And now we need to
aye.
head over to Wakanai Harbor and find this ship. 6 hours, eh? Okay, we'll make turns for 5 knots, first of all.
Set revolutions for 5 knots. Propulsion aye.
I want to see what kind of, ETA we're going to be dealing with here. Why did they give it the torpedo sound? Okay, very well. Okay, it's called Inflatable Rubber Craft. I think in the stock game it's underneath Civilian, but not sure where to find it now. Okay, how's this ETA coming up? We're going to have to be turning and burning. Let's go up for 7 knots
Set
here.
revolutions for 7 knots.
Let's get
Propulsion
up to
aye.
speed. I just want to see what kind of ETAs we're dealing with here. We're dealing with about 2 hours. We won't have to go as far to pick up the special forces, but I'm not sure where that fishing boat's going to be. So we're gonna be cooking and booking here. Gonna be
Set revolutions
moving
for 8
around,
knots. Propulsion aye.
but the water's still quiet, and we have autonomous ping collection data. Yeah. So now that we're heading on a more different course at a different speed, we might be able to better discern what this contact is doing. All right, their ETA to that target is half hour-ish or something like that. Probably should have gotten them out as soon as possible. I might have waited a little too long, but we will see. They have 25 minutes to get there and get the thing. What's their range to it? About 12 nautical miles at 20 minutes. I may have waited too long. But yeah, we will see. All right, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. And as always, good hunting.